You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
Let me tell you a story that's as moving as it is overdue. A moment of justice, 45 years in the making. This week, the Australian athletes who competed in the 1980 Moscow Olympics were finally, officially recognized by the government at Parliament House. And when I say finally, I mean it. These Olympians were once shunned, even vilified, for representing Australia at those games, simply because they chose to compete. Back in 1980, the world was caught in the thick of the Cold War. When the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, the U.S. led a global boycott of the Moscow Olympics. Australia was urged to join, and then Prime Minister Malcolm Fraser threw his full weight behind that push. While Australia's Olympic body narrowly voted against an official boycott, athletes were pressured to stay home, offered money even. Some teams withdrew entirely, like hockey and equestrian. But 121 brave athletes went anyway, competing under the neutral Olympic flag. Among them was swimmer Michelle Ford, who was just 18 at the time. She won gold in the 800 meters freestyle. An incredible feat, especially against East Germans, later revealed to be part of a state-run doping program. But instead of being celebrated, Ford received hate mail. One letter called her a traitor. Her father didn't know how to react when she won. There was no parade, no hero's welcome, just silence. And it wasn't just Ford. These athletes were ignored by their own country for decades. Many were teenagers at the time, caught between political forces they didn't fully understand. They weren't rebels. They weren't trying to make a statement. They were just doing what they'd trained for their entire young lives, competing at the Olympics. On Wednesday, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and opposition leader Susan Lee stood together to right that wrong. In a special address at Parliament House, the 1980 Olympians were finally honored. Albanese acknowledged the pain they carried and the courage it took to go. He said what should have been said all those years ago. You are Olympians. You are Australians. And you have earned your place in the history of this nation. Many of the athletes returned home that year to a cold silence. Some didn't even tell their parents they were going. They had to sneak out of the country to compete. But now, at long last, they've been welcomed home. As Michelle Ford stood front and center, joined by her teammates, this long overdue moment of respect and recognition was finally delivered. And honestly, it was about time. Stay subscribed for more videos.